Satnam, I'm Nirvair Khalsa, and here we are in the month of December. It's been a great 2016 and a wonderful year for the Yogi Bhajan Library of Teachings. You may have noticed or seen in our newsletter all the little improvements we're making to that wonderful database of Yogi Bhajan's lectures, the audios, the videos, so that you can search on his teachings. One thing that we're going to concentrate some more on in 2017, and we started in 2016, is to do more Kriya write-ups. Right now we have over 300 Kriyas in the Yogi Bhajan Library of Teachings, but by our calculation there are hundreds and hundreds of more Kriyas that haven't been written up, that haven't appeared in print in one of the KRI books, or have been circulating around for a long time. So this is something that we're going to be doing, and we've been practicing and training a small group of dedicated yogis to do these Kriya write-ups. It's a very complicated process actually. You actually have to know how Yogi Bhajan taught, because he was teaching to every class very specifically. And he was really kind of measuring, this is my perception, on exactly how people were responding to his instructions, sometimes making slight corrections. And he was actually watching the shift and the change in the energy patterns and the energy fields of those that were present in the class. And so it wasn't like a real specific thing that always had a very specific amount of time. You know, oftentimes he would talk about specific times and timings, but oftentimes he was just waiting to see how human beings in this 21st century would actually respond to this ancient wisdom and these ancient techniques that he was passing on. So it takes some skill to write these up. And then we have to double check them, and then we have to turn them into XML, a computer language, so they can go up on the web. And then we have to take photographs, and then we have to do layout. It's a very kind of involved process to really get something that hasn't been written up before written up again. So it's the end of the year. I urge you to donate to the Yogi Bhajan Library of Teachings so that we can actually really continue this work and write up some more Kriyas. And also we have the endowment now too. If leave something in your will, or if you've got investments that we can use, and you can still make money from your investments, and then when you leave this earth you can leave those investments to the Yogi Bhajan Library of Teachings. We'll just be able to continue this work for a long time, because besides Kriya write-ups, we have to translate these in all the languages. Kundalini Yoga is, as taught by Yogi Bhajan, is taught in 50 different countries in the world right now. So we really want to get the translations going too. We'll be working on that in 2017 as well. So what I wanted to share with you this time is a Kriya that hasn't been written up, as far as I know, not in any of the KRI manuals in any event. It's called Modern Nan Kriya, which means eyes of the lotus, or lotus eyes Kriya, which is kind of an interesting idea. It was interesting to hear Yogi Bhajan talk about this in the video when he talked about it. And that is that he said, he indicated that he didn't ask his teacher exactly what that meant, And so he said he kind of wish he did, but now he can't. And so he said, so the way I'm interpreting this is that with the eyes of the lotus is that you have the ability to understand and to feel and to experience the own beauty within your own soul. And I just think this is so important in this time, because we're so externally driven. As we were setting up for this video, I saw the post office truck drive by delivering mail. And I thought to myself, post office trucks always make me happy. I don't know, it's that, you're always getting that external input, that mail that's coming. Now you get emails, but Before, sometimes when you'd get a letter from a loved one, it really would mean something. Now we get Amazon packages, but anyway, it's all just, input coming in from the outside, and we're really oriented to the outside world. But your inside world, your ability to look inward with kindness, with compassion to your own self, to understand and feel the beauty of your own soul, is super important, just so you can stay balanced in these times. And so I think this is terrific. So it's actually a pretty simple Kriya. It uses a very specific eye position that Yogi Bhajan didn't use very often. And that is having your eyes gazing at your moon center, which is at your chin. And so, of course, you'll start with the tune-in mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, 3 times on a breath to start the Kriya. And then simply you're going to sit in Gyan Mudra, chest up high, chin level, neck and neck lock. And you're going to have your eyes all the way closed, but you're going to force your eyes down as though you imagine that you're looking at your chin. Now, if you're used to, a brow point, or used to looking straight ahead out of your eyes, it does take some effort to keep the eyes forced down at this moon center. And then what you're going to do is simply, with relaxed breath, this is not breath of fire, or there's no breath rhythm, you're going to pump your navel point in and out rhythmically. And as you pump the navel point like this, you're going to mentally chant the mantra HAD, H-A-R, that creativity, HAD, mentally. And on the video, he did this. People are just sitting with the eyes at the moon center, gazing inward, recognizing and realizing the beauty of your own soul, mentally chanting HAD as you pump the navel point for 18 minutes. Right? We'll do it for 18 minutes. And then there was a second and a third part. The second part was for only 3 minutes. And that was, with the eyes still in position, you are going to chant the mantra HAD out loud. HAD, 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 HAD. See? That 3 minutes? And then you just clasp your hands together, and then you're going to lift your hands up over your head, right? My hands are higher than what the camera is seeing, but they're just like this. My elbows are a little bit bent right over the top of the head. And you're going to continue chanting the mantra HAD for 3 minutes. And then right at the end, you'll inhale, hold the breath deeply, tighten all the muscles in the body, 15 seconds or so, and you'll do that 3 times, and that's the Kriya. So 18 minutes, just sitting in Gyan Mudra, eyes at the chin, at the moon center, pumping the navel point in with relaxed breath, chanting the mantra HAD for 3 minutes, chanting the mantra out loud HAD for 3 minutes with the arms up overhead. Modern and Kriya, eyes of the lotus. So we'll practice this month of December, and then I will see you at the beginning of a new year. Let's finish this whole year, even though it's a little bit longer than we usually practice. 18 plus 6 is 24 minutes, 25 minutes to actually really do this whole Kriya this month. Let's find the beauty within, and let's express that to everyone we meet. People make resolutions for the new year. Just before you make your resolution for the new year, discover that balance, discover the beauty within, use your lotus eyes to see your own beautiful soul. Sat Nam.